Hello people of BookTube, Megan here, and time for another tag video. Today I'm going to be doing the Book Snob book tag. For anyone who is interested, I will be linking the original tag creator and their video down in the description if I can find them. So let's just jump right on into this. Question number 1 is Adaptation Snob. Do you always read the book before you see the movie? Usually, yes. Usually I do like to read the book first because I know once I see the movie, it's gonna be hard for me to sit down and actually read the book. I have tried that with something before and it just didn't work. Once in a blue moon I kind of break that rule, but it's very, very rare. Question number 2 is Format Snob. You can only choose one format in which to read books for the rest of your life. Which do you choose? Physical, ebooks, or audiobooks? I'm gonna have to go with physical books. I have been planning to check out some ebooks. Like, no shade to audiobooks or ebooks. They're great, they're valid, they're important. If that's how you prefer to read your books, go for it. But just something about physical books I just can't let go of. And if I had to choose one, it would definitely be physical books. Question number 3 is Ship Snob. Would you date or marry a non-reader? I guess it really depends. The person I am in a current relationship was an avid reader back in the day. Now he sticks mostly to fan fiction, which is valid in my opinion. It's still reading. I consider it still reading, so in my mind he is not a non-reader. So I guess it really depends on what your version of reading is. Question number 4 is Genre Snob. You have to ditch one genre, never to be read again for the rest of your life. Which do you ditch? I'd have to say horror or maybe historical fiction, just because I don't read a lot of either of those. Or maybe nonfiction. I don't really read a whole lot of nonfiction to begin with anyway. Oh god. Question number 5 is Uber Genre Snob. You can only choose to read one genre for the rest of your life. What do you choose? Oh, that's hard. I'd have to say fantasy. No, the real question is, do you consider urban fantasy and fantasy two separate genres? Because if you consider them two separate genres, I would have to pick urban fantasy. So if you consider them the same, I would have to say just fantasy. But if you consider them two separate completely, I might have to say urban fantasy. I'm having a hard time reading my own writing today. Oh my god. Question number 6 is Community Snob. Which genre do you think receives the most snobbery from the bookish community? I don't really know. I feel like I've been really detached from all aspects of the bookish community the past couple of years. Especially this past year. So that's kind of hard to say for me. Question number 7 is Snobbery Recipient. Ugh, words. Have you ever been snubbed for something that you have been reading or just reading in general? Yes. For those who don't know, I typically read a lot, especially when I'm on break at work. That whole time is reading time for me. I was sitting in the break room, enjoying my break, reading my book. I think it was Black Water by DJ McHale, part of the Pendragon Adventure series. You know, a girl, a couple of years younger than me, came up and it's like, oh cool, what are you reading? She liked to read too, and when I showed her, she's like, it's not for like kids. It's not like really like a juvenile book. I was like in my 20s at the time, probably like mid-ish 20s. I can't really remember, it was a while ago. And basically, you know, talking down on me for liking my book. I'm so happy that I had a good response for that. Not that I needed like give any response in general, but I felt the need to just kind of shut her up for her snobbery, her book snobbery. So I just kind of closed my book and looked up to her. I can't remember exactly what I said, but something along the lines of me telling her, yeah, my mom found this book series for me to read while I was going through cancer treatment in high school. So yeah, this book is kind of special to me. This series is kind of special to me. Shut her up so quick. It's like, yeah, you're entitled to not like a book that I might be reading, or anyone might be reading. You're entitled to your own opinion. You're entitled to think, yeah, you know, that book's a little more juvenile for my taste. Whatever. That's fine. That's valid. But don't trash a book that someone is reading to their face just because you might not like it. Because, you know what? They might be reading it for a reason. Like, if I'm not enjoying a book, I'm not going to be reading it. And that's the first experience that comes to my mind. So, yeah, that is it for questions for this tag. I still don't know how to end these tag videos. So, yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope to see you guys next time.